In the year 2014, sci-fi film with bold concepts grossed billions globally, leaving countless viewers stunned. If human brain potential were fully unlocked, could it transcend physical limitations, shatter dimensional barriers, entering a higher ultimate state, achieving humanity's final evolution? The story begins with Lϵcy. Her boyfriend sends her to deliver a case to a hotel, but upon entering, her boyfriend gets mysteriously shot. Thugs force her into a room with several corpses. The case holds blue powder called CPH4, appearing to be a new drug. Lϵcy confronts the crime boss. He assigns her a job. This setup spells trouble, but Lælcy can't resist. She gets knocked out. Waking up, Lælcy feels abdominal agony. They've stuffed the powder inside her, making her a human mule. 3 others are chosen for this transport. Lüdi's handed to a Taiwanese gang whose men lust after the blonde woman. Lüdi's struggle angers Jack, who starts kicking her abdomen, causing CPH4 leakage. The drug activates inside her. Fearing consequences, thugs restrain her barehanded, but after they leave, Lælcy undergoes changes. She defies gravity, floating midair, then crawling across the ceiling, as if physics ceased to exist. Lüdi's transformation becomes apparent. Her eyes turned sharp. Her expression shifted drastically. Then another thug pushed the door open and walked in. The corners of Lęcy's mouth lifted, immediately signaling the man to come closer. The moment the man approached, the next second, Lęcy effortlessly hurled the man across the room. She hooked a table with a belt. After grabbing weapons and keys, she slipped away silently. Having never handled firearms before, she silently subdued several thugs outside who had no time to react. They all fell to the ground. Now, desperate for energy, she devoured the food on the table greedily, finishing it quickly, gulped down a cup of liquor. Without flinching, she dug the bullet out of her shoulder with her bare hand. She sensed she had shattered some kind of barrier. Her brain raced at lightning speed. She could hear conversations miles away, and see through the internal structures of objects. Arriving at the hospital, the Chinese signs were automatically translated to English by her brain. She walked straight into the operating room, ignoring the surgery in progress sign, glanced at the brain CT scan, then abruptly ended the patient's life during surgery. Having determined there was no chance of survival, rather than wasting time saving him, she chose to help herself first. Someone put a bag of drugs inside me. Then a doctor passed out from shock. Another doctor reluctantly extracted the package inside her. From the doctors she learned, CPH4 is a substance produced only starting from the 6th week of pregnancy. It accelerates fetal development. As this substance is produced in minuscule amounts, no one had ever synthesized it before. Normally, ingesting this much CPH4 would be fatal to humans. That she survived was nothing short of a miracle. Only Lęcy knew she might not live much longer, feeling her cells multiplying and dividing at an incomprehensible, rapid rate. She must gather more drugs to limit it. Back at the hotel, she shoots the assassin dead through the door. Meanwhile, the gangster is still putting carrot slices on his face, until the dagger stabs his hand. He finally reacts. Then, Lęcy gently presses her hands, directly reading his memories through brain neurons. He sees everything from a godlike perspective. Information about 3 other men becomes clear to him. "Thank you for sharing," the man starts screaming. Visiting her best friend's home, she learns her friend had intense intimacy last night. Without resting all night, she finds Professor Norman through her computer. Only his brain development theory comes close to the truth. Currently humans use only 10% of their brains. Once full potential is unlocked, unimaginable abilities emerge. Lęcy has already activated 28% brain capacity, and it keeps self-activating. Using her electromagnetic control ability, she convinces the professor. She says she senses all knowledge about existence, exploding continuously in her mind. Meanwhile her humanity fades gradually. She feels utterly lost now, uncertain what to do next. The professor tells her, life's core meaning is procreation and legacy. Lęcy finds this reasonable. She decides to find the professor, to pass on her knowledge. She prescribes herbal medicine to boost her friend's health. The effect is gradual, very mild. Before leaving she warns her, don't overindulge, her kidneys are failing. Because Lϵcy had guns earlier. She's now wanted nationwide. At the airport Lϵcy wills it. Her short blonde hair instantly becomes long black hair. Then she calls Interpol, reporting the movements of 3 Indian suspects. Police take this seriously, immediately dispatch forces, capturing them all. On the plane Lőcy's brain has reached 40 activation. She rapidly controls 2 computers, stunning Tony beside her. Now, she possesses all human knowledge. Taking a champagne sip, her teeth suddenly start falling out. Then, cough comes, and 4 more teeth drop out. Looking at her hands, skin starts scattering like particles. Her cells rapidly reproduce, consuming massive energy. She glances at stunned Tony, then rushes to the lavatory. Her cells try escaping her body, evolving gradually. Without more energy to sustain, she'll disintegrate completely. The blue substance taken earlier, half remaining after frantic consumption. Her distorted features begin normalizing. But just as she relaxes, her body decomposes faster, erupting in blinding light. After cellular rearrangement, her brain reaches 50 activation. Now she can alter genetics of any known species. Waking she finds hospital authorities taking charge. This is the Interpol agent she contacted earlier. He also needed to find the 3 arrested drug couriers. With a wave of her hand, everyone passed out. As Lőcy stepped closer, Richard tried to shoot, but bullets kept dropping out of the gun. She ordered Richard to take her to the 3 prisoners. Richard had no choice but to agree. All mobile signals outside were visible to Lőcy's eyes. She could even touch and zoom in on signals directly. One signal showed Victor talking with his men. They planned to seize the drugs inside the 3 couriers. Time was running out. Lőcy telekinetically pushed Richard aside, then sped off in a car. The Korean syndicate located their targets and started blocking roads. Lőcy drove against traffic while perfectly predicting safe route through all obstacles. But safety only applied to her. Others were on their own. Meanwhile the syndicate retrieved all drugs. Just as they prepared to leave, Lőcy finally arrived. The man ordered his men to kill her. Then, her brain capacity reached 60%, gaining spatial manipulation powers. An invisible barrier floated mid-air unseen. Untouchable, all weapons flew to the ceiling. Thugs tried to attack barehanded, but couldn't get close. Goons levitated uncontrollably, likely because Lőcy disliked proximity. One guy smashed through the wall. Lőcy approached the crime boss. He found himself paralyzed, completely immobilized, forced to watch Lőcy take the remaining drugs. Victor learned Lőcy seized the drugs. Thinking again of his impaled hand, he angrily clenched his teeth. Today I must personally impale him back. No other way. At that moment Lőcy brought Richard to Professor Brainblood. The professor also gathered top scientists from various fields. Both sides prepared to discuss life's meaning. Just then, Lőcy suddenly sensed Victor's presence. Right now, he arrived with over 20 underlings. She told Richard to stall them. For a while, she explained basic theories to the professors. When the brain is activated to a certain degree, one can freely alter genetic structure, even change cell morphology, break down and reassemble, switch forms at will. Cells constantly exchange massive information. All cells combined form a vast communication network. This lets her continuously learn about the source of life. She added, 1 + 1 does not equal 2. Math is just human-made numbers we understand. It doesn't exist in universal laws. Since math doesn't exist, what governs universal laws? Lőcy began explaining. Push a car's speed to infinity. It vanishes. But with infinite speed, it exists everywhere. What proves its existence? Answer is time. Time governs universal operations. It measures all existence. Without time, all is illusion. At this moment, Victor outside was fully prepared. Time was critical, because her cells reproduced too quickly. Lϵcy was about to disintegrate. Now she had to take a chance with medication, hoping to accelerate and activate her brain to 100. As the drug entered her body, Lælcy quickly absorbed the serum, then let out a piercing scream. Her brain was rapidly activated to 70. Her body began to mutate. Arms extended like venom across the room, autonomously seeking energy-rich substances, and absorbing 80% of them. She erased everything, creating a pure white space. 90%. She touched the river of time, instantly reaching the Eiffel Tower, then instantly to Times Square, USA. The plaza, with a wave of her hands, visible time field appeared. Another wave made time reverse rapidly, actually reaching the steam era. She traveled swiftly through the river of time, appearing before early Native Americans, then reversed time another year, directly arriving in the dinosaur age. There she saw the earliest primates. With a slight finger tremor, she flew back along the time river. She reached outer space, going billions of years back. She witnessed Earth colliding with a planet, creating massive debris that gathered around Earth, forming the moon. Now her brain activation reached 99. He saw the origin of the universe. All matter converged to a single point. This was the beginning of all existence. This starting point with life's essence. His cells began merging together. 8 become 4, 4 become 2, 2 become 1, all things become 1. Everything returned to chaos. His brain activated to 100%. He fully understood the source of everything in life. He shed his physical form, freed from material constraints. Suddenly Victor panicked. Executive Victor charged back from outside. He took out Victor Liu, transformed into a supercomputer, and gave the professor a flash drive containing all records. This will advance human civilization. Then she vanished from sight. Richard asked anxiously where she went. Then he received a message. "I'm everywhere." Clearly Lælcy's consciousness merged with spacetime, becoming a higher dimensional existence. Time persists. He becomes immortal. This film constantly reminds us, the truth remains in that flash drive, no more